One of the major roles of minerals is bone health. In this video, we will discuss this role and consequences of not getting enough of the right minerals. The human adult has 206 bones that provide structure and support. The bones protect vital organs and produce red blood cells from its marrow. They also work in conjunction with muscles to allow movement. Inside each bone, minerals are stored to create strength in them. We also have vitamins that help maintain this mass, but we will focus on the minerals in this video. You can see a tightly woven matrix in the bone. It is the minerals that make up this matrix that creates the strength, or what we call bone density. The more mineral storage, the higher the bone density. The fewer minerals stored in cells, the more porous the matrix becomes, resulting in more brittle bones that are subject to fractures. Throughout our lives, we constantly break down and rebuild cells with mineral storage. Between ages 12 to 30, you are in the peak bone mass stage, where you make more cells and store more minerals than any other time in your life. After 30, your body slows down how much it makes bone cells and stores minerals. You will always break down and build, it's just that you don't make as much as you break down, and bone density declines. Once your bone loss becomes too severe, you may end up with osteoporosis. After women reach menopause, the decline speeds up because they lose vital hormone production that protects bone density. The good news is that if you did a good job of providing the nutrients needed to take advantage of bone building during your teens and 20s, you are not likely to end up with osteoporosis. The green line represents good bone density at age 30. Notice that even with normal bone loss, it never reaches even to the danger zone. But the purple line represents poor bone density at the age of 30. With normal bone loss, a person who starts out with poor bone mass will end up with osteoporosis in their 60s. So what is osteoporosis and why is it so bad? When the mineral density and bone mass declines, it becomes very weak and susceptible to breaking. It can become so severe that a person breaks their hip, which requires surgery and grueling physical therapy. In older people, hip fractures can leave them immobile. I recall when my grandmother broke her hip, she needed caregivers to move her every time she needed to use the bathroom or get in and out of bed. But because her osteoporosis was so severe, they would break rib bones on a weekly basis, and she was in constant pain. As your bones weaken, the spinal column may collapse, causing you to lose height and hunch over. And this is often accompanied by back pain. So how do we prevent osteoporosis from happening to us? First, it is important to know the risk factors. You might want to pause the video and assess which risk factors you might have. The best way to prevent osteoporosis is to take advantage of your peak bone mass stage by consuming adequate amount of calcium and vitamin D. These two nutrients seem to have the biggest dietary effect on bone mass. After 30, keep in mind that even though you are not making bone cells as fast, if you neglect your diet and exercise that help build bone density, you will likely lose mass faster. So it is crucial for you to consume foods high in calcium and vitamin D along with weight-bearing activities. Resistance training, walking, running, and tennis are great bone-building activities. While swimming is great cardiovascular workout, it removes the weight on your bones and does not help osteoporosis prevention. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Eat well and exercise often for good bone health.